You know, when you throw your money in a wishing well, you're actually wasting your money. Because think about it. Fishes don't eat silver or gold, right? They don't eat coins. So who's collecting all those dollars that you throw in the wishing well? And you might say, I'm not throwing dollars in a wishing well. It's just a 1 cent or 5 cents. Listen, 1 cent, 5 cents, 10 cents, honey, it's money. And they add up. Who's collecting your money from the wishing wells that you've been throwing into? Think about it. What's up, beautiful people? It's your girl, Lenny. Welcome to my channel. So you guys, it's Wednesday again, and your girl is back with another juicy topic. You see, I've got my retro hairstyle going on, my roll, tuck, and pin hairstyle. Because you know, when you got kinky, coily, curly hair, you've got to roll, tuck, and pin it every now and then, because we can't have it out in the wind blowing and getting all knotted and tangled, right? Right. So let's get down to the topic for today. Today we're going to be talking about 3 ways that you might be wasting your money. All your coins, honey. Let's get into it. So we can all agree that money is a necessity to survive in today's economy. Because, you know, if you don't have money in today's economy, you're practically screwed, right? Because money affords us the comforts and the luxuries that we enjoy. And most people are on a train to save their monies, to try to bring their income and their savings to another level. But it seems as if instead of having their income and their savings increase, it seems to be decreasing, right? So you're probably wondering, well, why is my money decreasing? Like, where is that money going? Do I have a hole in my wallet? Do I have a hole in my savings account? Like, what's going on? Where's that money going, right? So today we're going to discuss 3 possible ways that you might be wasting your money. Now, these 3 ways are 3 simple ways. I'm just going to be scratching the surface of this topic. In a future video, I'm going to go much more in depth and deeper, right? So let's just kick it off with point number 1. You may be wasting your money by... Have you guessed it already? You might be wasting your money by having or doing unnecessary spending, unnecessary shopping. And ladies, I'm gonna have to call you out on this one, because you know you're more of the guilty party in this situation, you know, instead of the guys, right? Ladies, when you go shopping, if you see a good sale on, you go crazy. And most of the times, the items that are on sale are not things that you need. But because these items are on sale, you somehow feel like, oh my gosh, I'm never going to get this opportunity to get this thing again. So I should just get it right now. And then you go crazy because you pick up so many unnecessary items. So many items that you're not going to use right away. And you know what happens to those items, right? Don't sit there acting like you don't know what you do. All of those items get stacked and stored in your closet, or in your top drawer, or in some drawer in your room, or in some corner of your room. And then those items stay there for years or months. And then when you finally remember those items, when you finally rediscover those items, you look at them and you're like, no, wait a minute. What was I thinking when I bought that? I don't even like that. Why did I even buy that stupid shoes? I don't even like pink shoes. Why did I buy that shoe? Right? You bought it because it was on sale. You somehow felt compelled to just go ahead and buy this. So the solution is, whenever you go shopping, ask yourself a question when you see items. Do I need this item, or do I want this item? And instead of choosing just the one side of it, choose an item because you need it. Choose an item because you're going to be using it sometime soon. Choose it because it's something that you absolutely positively need. If you don't need it, walk on, honey. Walk all the way on. Don't stop. Just press go. Walk on. You don't need it. So choose the necessity or the need over the want. Now, the second way that you are wasting your money is by buying things for the sole purpose of impressing people or trying to be with the in crowd. You know, everybody has it, so now you have to get it too. or because you want to be trendy. You want to be that person that everybody looks at and says, oh my gosh, she's in style. Yes, she has it well put together. She always has the latest this and the latest that. You want people to talk about you. Or sometimes you buy it just because you're jealous or you're vain. You don't want anybody else to have anything that's better than you. So let's say that your neighbor bought a brand new pickup truck, and you're looking at your neighbor glide that brand new pickup truck in the garage, and you're thinking to yourself, oh hell to the absolute no. He can't have a pickup truck while I'm still driving my little 1992 Nissan car, right? I gotta get me something bigger, something better. So you know what you do? The next morning you head on down to the nearest car dealership, and what do you get yourself? A cargo truck. Now you can't even drive the cargo truck. Honey, you don't even have cargo or goods to transport. But hey, it's bigger than your neighbor's pickup truck, right? And that's all that matters to you. But while you're feeling so great when you're driving out of the car dealership lot, that you've now gotten a vehicle that's way bigger than your neighbor's, and that everybody's going to be talking about you, oh my gosh, he has such a big vehicle now, and this and that and the other. You now have a loan to pay, and with that loan, an interest to pay, because before you stopped by that car dealership, you stopped at the bank. And why did you stop at the bank? Because you didn't have the money in the first place to get that vehicle. So now you have a loan to pay along with interest to pay. Once again, you're wasting your money. Now the solution to this is operate within your means. Buy the things that you need, buy the things that you can afford. Don't bite off more than you can chew. Go at your own pace and do it for the right reasons. Alrighty, so we're gonna wrap this up, right? Now the third and final way that you are wasting your money is by always paying for or buying things for people who don't spend any money at all. And you know why they don't spend any money at all? Because they're secretly saving their money. Yes. So while you are always dipping in your wallet or your purse to pay for things for them, they're on the side saving up their money, getting ready to take it to the next level, getting ready to do bigger, better, greater things, right? Now, when you give out your money, you have to use a spirit of discernment as to who you give it out to. And I'm going to tell you why I say this. Now, I once knew a woman who used to go to town dressed as a vagrant. And she would go to all the popular stores in town and stand in front of them and wait as the shoppers went in and out of the store, and she would beg them for money. And people would look at her, and she looked sort of like a vagrant, you know, homeless and everything. People would look at her and they would be like, oh my gosh, she's like so alone and sad and without. So they'd drop $1 in her hand, $2, $5. Sometimes on a lucky day, you know, she'd get $10. And she would do this from Monday to Friday, standing in front of these popular stores and begging people, right? Now, it turns out that this same woman that everybody, including myself, I thought she was poor as well. I thought she didn't have anything. Turns out this woman had a lovely home, a family, she had her children. She was well put together and she was retired. And this woman was just using or doing begging as her 9-to-5, you know? So that was her job. The woman was not in need. So you have to discern who you give your money to. And as I'm telling you the story, I'm just remembering another friend of mine, actually an acquaintance of mine, who used to always somehow forget her purse. So every time we went out to eat or went out to shop, she would always be asking us to get things for her because she forgot her purse. So I remember this one distinct occasion. We were standing in a subway line, and we were at a subway shop standing in line, and she ordered a foot long. And when it was time to pay, and the cashier told her, okay, this is gonna be X amount of money, she was like, oh my gosh, I forgot my purse. Can you get that for me? So we're all staring at her like, really now you forgot your purse? You ordered an entire sandwich and it's time to pay, and you all of a sudden forgot your purse. So she's like, yes, I forgot my purse. Can y'all, one of y'all get this for me? Blah blah blah. So I looked at her, I'm like, so how is it that you always seem to, forget your purse. Do you know that homegirl looked at me and said, well, I'm trying to save my money. Can you believe that? She was brazen and bold enough to say that she was trying to save her money. So while we were dipping in our purses and our wallets to get money to help her out, there she was on the other side of the scope, saving all of her coins, honey. Every last one of them. So you have to use the spirit of discernment when people ask you for money, and don't feel too scared to ask them what they need the money for. What is the reason that you're asking for this money? What do you need it for? What are you going to put it into? Because you have to make sure that your money is going into some fertile ground. You have to make sure that this person is either going to be investing your money or it's going to be coming back to you with interest. Where is your money going? Right? But if you don't do this, you're just going to be throwing away money just casually, and then at the end of the day, you're looking at your savings and you're going to be like, well, do I have a hole in the bottom of my wallet? Like, I don't get it. Where is my money going? Right? So find out where your money is going, because believe it or not, some people might be looking at you as a money tree. Every time they see you, they just stretch their hands. Well, give me something now. Well, what you have for the poor? Get something now. Some people always never have money. But the same people that always never have money are the same people that you see decked off in the latest this and the latest that and the latest everything, right? But they're always asking you for money. So remember, be mindful of who you're giving your money to. Have a spirit of discernment when you're giving it away, and ask questions. What do you need this money for? What reason? Are you going to pay me back? Am I going to get this back with interest? Or, ask some questions. All right, folks, so this is the end of my video. I hope you totally enjoyed it. And like I said earlier, I was just scratching the surface of this topic. In a future video, I'm going to go more in depth on this topic. I'm going to go much more serious on it, because there are some definite serious points that I want to touch on as regards this topic. Now, did you see my 2 videos last week? If you didn't, I'm going to leave 2 links for you. You can check out my video on being on another level right here. And I also did a video for mothers, all those fabulous, wonderful, phenomenal people out there. So you can check that video out right here. And don't be scared to share the video. Share it on your social platforms, share it with a friend. And I'm definitely going to see you in my next video. But before I go, you know what we say. Let's say it together. Be you, stay true, and let your authentic self shine. Bye. You know that you are on another level when you are able to listen more than you speak. So in other words, when you are quick to listen but slow to speak, because you now understand that you have 2 ears and 1 mouth, so that you ought to listen twice as much as you speak. And then when you finally speak, you speak words of wisdom.